Is your food really what it claims to be, or is it fake? Right now, labels in your kitchen are legally hiding trans fats by rounding them down to 0, stamping the word natural on packages with no official definition behind it, and burying additives most shoppers would never recognize. The gap between what the front of the package promises and what the back actually contains is wider than you think. 5 simple rules can expose it. Start at the ingredient list. This is where the real story hides. The first rule: check the first 3 ingredients. If you see whole foods like oats, nuts, or chicken, you are likely holding something close to real food. But if the list opens with sugar, high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, or modified starch, the product is engineered for shelf life, not nutrition. Dietitians say those first 3 ingredients make up most of what you are about to eat. If you do not recognize them, or they sound like they belong in a chemistry lab, that is your first warning sign. Second rule: count the additives. More than 5 is a red flag. The Harvard Nutrition Source and the Codex Alimentarius agree. Products with a laundry list of stabilizers, emulsifiers, and artificial flavors are almost always ultra-processed. Look for names that end with ate, all, or ID. These are usually preservatives or texture agents, not real food. When the ingredient list starts to look like a science experiment, it is time to put the package back. Third rule: do the serving size math. Manufacturers can manipulate serving sizes to make products look healthier. The FDA reference amounts, customarily consumed tables, set the standard, but companies often shrink serving sizes to keep sugar, fat, or sodium numbers low on the label. For example, a snack bar may claim only 5 grams of sugar per serving, but the package contains 3 servings, so you are actually getting 15 grams if you eat the whole thing. Always multiply by the number of servings to get the real picture. Fourth rule: pronounceability. If you cannot say most of the ingredients out loud, it is probably not real food. This is not just a gimmick. Many of the hardest to pronounce additives are there for texture, color, or shelf stability, not nutrition. Food scientist Abby Sharp puts it simply: if you do not know what it is, your body probably does not either. Fifth rule: check sugar per 100 grams. Ignore the per serving trick and look at the nutrition facts per 100 grams. This levels the playing field and exposes products that hide high sugar content behind tiny serving sizes. Some labels round down legally anything with less than 0.5 grams of trans fat per serving can show up as 0. That means a food with 0.4 grams per serving can still claim 0 grams trans fat, even if you eat more than 1 serving. These 5 rules let you scan a label in seconds and spot the signs of a fake or ultra-processed food. Next, we will break down what those chemical-sounding additives actually mean for your health. Maltodextrin appears on ingredient lists with little fanfare, but its role is anything but minor. Derived from corn, rice, or potatoes, it is a highly processed starch turned into a fine white powder. Food manufacturers rely on maltodextrin to bulk up products, enhance mouthfeel, and deliver flavor in everything from instant soups to sports drinks. Its ability to spike blood sugar faster than table sugar is rarely mentioned, and it explains why so many no added sugar foods still taste sweet. The name sounds harmless, but its presence is a hallmark of ultra-processed foods. Carrageenan, extracted from red seaweed, is another ingredient that signals heavy processing. It is valued for making plant-based milks, yogurts, and deli meats look creamy and stable. While classified as generally recognized as safe by US and European regulators, provided it is food grade, studies have linked carrageenan to gut irritation, especially in people with digestive sensitivities. Its main function is not nutrition, but engineering texture and extending shelf life. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose are found wherever sugar-free appears on packaging. Sucralose is hundreds of times sweeter than sugar, so only a tiny amount is needed to create intense sweetness. Approved by the FDA, it is used in diet sodas, protein bars, and flavored yogurts. Some research suggests sucralose may disrupt gut bacteria or affect blood sugar control, though the science is still evolving. When sucralose, aspartame, or acetylfame K show up in the ingredients, the The food has been engineered for taste and shelf life, not nourishment. BHT, or butylated hydroxytoluene, is a synthetic antioxidant added to cereals, crackers, and gum to prevent fats from going rancid. It extends shelf life but has sparked debate over possible effects on the liver and hormones based on animal studies. Regulatory agencies maintain that the small amounts used are safe, yet the presence of BHT often signals a product built for longevity, not freshness. Some additives never appear on labels at all. The processing aid loophole lets manufacturers use chemicals like anti-caking agents or bleaching agents during production without listing them if they are not present in significant amounts in the final product. Even foods with short ingredient lists may have been exposed to a hidden array of industrial agents. A food chemist summed it up. Every extra week of shelf life or smoother texture means money saved, even if the consumer has no idea what is in the food. The NOVA classification draws a clear line. Ultra-processed foods, NOVA Group 4, are defined by their reliance on additives, engineered ingredients, and flavorings. If the ingredient list reads like a chemistry set, the product is far from anything made in a home kitchen. The more additives present, the more likely the food is engineered for profit, not health. Natural is the most common word on a package, yet it means almost nothing. In the United States, there is no formal FDA definition for natural on most foods. Unless you are buying meat or poultry, a product labeled natural can still contain refined oils, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial flavors. It is a marketing term, not a safety guarantee. The same goes for organic. While the USDA organic seal requires at least 95% organic ingredients, that last 5% can include non-organic additives, flavorings, gums, or even synthetic preservatives without a separate warning. That is how a snack can wear the organic badge and still be loaded with extras you would never find in a home kitchen. Multigrain is another favorite. It sounds wholesome, but all it means is more than one type of grain. The grains themselves can be mostly refined flour, with just a sprinkle of whole grain added for show. A 2021 survey showed 68% of shoppers believed multigrain meant the same as whole grain. In reality, a multigrain cracker could be mostly white rice flour with a dash of oat fiber, hardly the nutrition boost the front label suggests. Let us look at two products side by side. One is a granola bar labeled no added sugar, and the other is a protein bar boasting natural and high protein. The granola bar lists fruit juice concentrate as its sweetener. That is still sugar, just disguised under a different name. The protein bar uses erythritol, a sugar alcohol that does not count as sugar on the label, but provides the same sweet taste. Both bars look healthy on the front, but the ingredient lists tell a different story. If you cannot recognize or pronounce most of what is inside, it is a sign the food is engineered, not real. These buzzwords create a health halo, but the real test is always in the fine print. A trip down the grocery aisle turns into a crash course in spotting engineered foods. Start with the gummies, bright colors, and cartoon fruit, but the label lists red 40 and yellow 5. These artificial dyes are not just harmless extras. Red 40 has been linked to hyperactivity in children and is banned in some European countries. A registered dietitian puts it bluntly. If you see a color with a number, that is your cue to put it back. Next, check the flavored instant oats. The front says heart healthy, but the ingredient list tells another story. Added sugar, maltodextrin, and natural flavors show up before real oats. A chemist explains, maltodextrin spikes blood sugar faster than table sugar, and it is there for texture, not health. Deli meats may look fresh, but sodium nitrite stands out. This preservative keeps meat pink and shelf-stable, but when heated, it can form nitrosamines, compounds linked to an 18% higher risk of colorectal cancer, according to the International Agency for Research on Cancer. The panel's advice is to swap out packaged ham for freshly cooked chicken or turkey slices. No nitrites, less sodium, and you know exactly what is in it. Boxed mac and cheese is a classic, but the powdered sauce contains sodium phosphate for creaminess and yellow 5 for color. Instead, grab whole wheat pasta and real cheese. 5 ingredients, no fake colors, and a fraction of the additives. Even salad kits can hide surprises, with preservatives like calcium propionate and a dressing loaded with sugar and gums. Toss together your own greens, olive oil, and lemon for a swap that cuts the additive count from 12 to 3. A shopper sums it up. "If I can't pronounce it, I don't buy it anymore." With each swap, the cart gets cleaner, fewer additives, more real food. The difference is visible and immediate. This is label reading in action, and it is how you reclaim control over what goes on your plate. Every aisle still hides products built for profit, not nourishment. If you can't recognize the ingredients, odds are your body won't either. The next label you read is a chance to choose better. Real food isn't just a label. Real food is your first line of defense. Share your own food shockers below.